Okay, this humble cake hits all the right notes. It's got a tender cornmeal crumb, rich ricotta cheese, and it's piled high with sweet summer berries. Recipe developer Tami Steggell is here with the recipe. We are all like salivating. It looks so fresh, so light, so summer.
It's so fun, and I like it because it's rugged and you can just make it and eat it.
It's rugged.
Yes, it's kind of just like a simple rugged. It's not a fancy decorated cake.
It feels like rugged sophistication because it looks kind of fancy. I mean, it looks very elegant. I asked Tami during the commercial break, when we say ricotta, I immediately think of a texture, which is like,
so ricotta is a texture.
Yeah.
There's two kinds of textures. One's like cottage cheese, and the other is very creamy. One has cream added to it, and the other is just milk, lemon, and salt.
So it's very like a creamy taste, too.
Yes, very creamy, but light and bright.
And we're using the creamy version for this?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The creamy version is going to give us a lot of moisture. So one of the things that we want to do is add sugar to our bowl, and then we're going to take zest of 1 whole orange.
This is our batter we're making.
Yes.
Okay.
And then zest of 1 whole lemon.
Oh, wow. Pop. It just went pop.
Yes. And then you can either rub those two together with your fingers, or you can just start the mixer. And what it does is the sugar pulls all of the oils out of the zest. And then what you're going to do is just take a microblade like this, and that's how you get your zest. And you can just smell all that fresh.
I'm having my own little aromatherapy moment right here. Like my mood was good before, and it's just over the top now.
So then what you get right here is this beautiful zested sugar.
Oh, and it's become moist because of those oils.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And then you'll add your butter and you'll blend it. And then you're going to add room temperature eggs,
so sugar
one
first.
at a time.
Now, why room temp? We see that a lot on recipes.
Room temp is because if you put a cold egg in with warm butter, you're going to make that butter hard. And so you want to keep it soft.
Yes.
And then also, it will help emulsify the two together. So what emulsification means is making two ingredients stick together that don't normally belong together. And so that's the reason for the room temperature. And the reason for adding them one at a time is to give them a chance to adhere.
Do you have any tricks if I'm reaching into the fridge for my eggs?
I do. So the trick is, if you forgot and you're like, dang it, I forgot to set out my eggs.
Every time.
Just put it in a bowl with warm tap water for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
And suddenly you have room temperature eggs.
Done.
So,
I can handle 2 minutes. I can handle a 2-minute assignment.
so then we do that and we'll end up with our batter, which I have pre-made here. So here's the batter, and it's kind of thick, but a little bit soft. And what we're going to do is fold in our berries.
So no flour?
Well, the flour is in here, and the main ingredient has gone in here already, which is the butter, the ricotta, the eggs.
Got it.
And then the flour and the cornmeal.
You just jumped us forward. I see, I see. I'm with you.
And I jumped us forward so that we could talk a little bit about the berries.
Yeah.
So if you were to put a fresh raspberry in here, which is what I've done with this cake right here, it's going to break because it has a hollow center. So I actually take a fresh berry and put it in the freezer.
Oh, you freeze them.
And then, so today I'm doing blackberries and blueberries, which I just popped into the freezer when I got here on set. And then I'm just tossing them in like a teaspoon of flour.
What does that do?
It allows the berries to suspend in the batter without falling to the bottom of the pan when it bakes. The flour does? Yes.
Okay.
So it kind of gives it a little tooth to stay in place in the batter.
I love when people like you nerd out over the science of food because it really is cool. It really is science in action.
It kind of matters, and that's why I really went into teaching about food, is because I just want to empower people to be able to like feel like they can cook at home and it's not a mystery.
Know what they're doing and know that they can control the outcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not wonder, why didn't it work? So I try to give really detailed descriptions in the recipes on, you know, why you want to do it. Don't skip the step.
Freeze the berries.
Freeze the berries.
Yeah.
Don't skip. So now those berries are still whole berries.
They're staying in their shape. Yep.
And they're not smashed.
Okay.
And then we'll just transfer it here to a pan, which has been lined with parchment. And I like to use a springform pan because then it just pops off and you're not trying to dump this beautiful cake out of a pan that you just created.
This rugged cake. I'm still fixated on that description, a rugged cake.
I love rugged cakes.
I like it too. Now.
the rugged sophistication, because that's what it really is. So on this cake, I have topped it with a ricotta frosting, which I've included in the recipe.
Okay.
That will appear on the Studio 5 website.
Yes.
And it's just a light ricotta frosting, but you could also macerate some berries, which means to rest some fresh berries in sugar, and then it pulls out all the juices.
Ooh.
And you could top your cake with that and then put some fresh whipped cream on it.
Okay.
So
is this the frosting we have here?
Yes, that is a ricotta frosting.
Ooh.
And I made it with a creamy ricotta, and it's very lightly sweet.
Does anyone else just want to have a tea party outside as the summer breeze lightly blows our hair and our bonnets around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dressed in pink, all pink,
petticoats maybe? No, let's ditch that. Let's ditch that. Let's keep it fresh and light, but definitely enjoying this cake. It looks amazing.
And then I've taken this, it's an offset spatula, which it offset because it's a little crooked, but it allows you to get in here and then press that batter down.
This batter is thick and it's cold now because of the frozen berries.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is cold because of the frozen berries. But then we're going to stick this in the oven for 55 minutes on 350. And I like to put it on a bun pan, just so that none of the liquids from the cake drip out into your oven.
Okay.
So.
Tami, I love this. Thank you for a few extra steps, but worth it, and you've explained why. And the result is this beautiful cornmeal ricotta cake.
With fresh berries.
Love it. Recipe on our website. Where can we get more recipes from you, sister?
At bitemeindustries.com.
Bitemeindustries.com. So lovely always to be with you in the kitchen, Tami.
Thank you.